Hey everyone, it's Charles. How are you today? Whereas it would have been very difficult to work so many past characters returning in the stories of previous Pokemon anime seasons, Pokemon Journeys has been able to build a name for itself as a round-the-world adventure wherein companions, rivals, and dad bods from past sagas can re-enter Ash's story at any time. And to celebrate 100 episodes of Pokemon Journeys, today's plan is to quickly review the returns of all of the past characters who have re-entered the anime in Pokemon Journeys thus far, and to rate their returns from hype to hyper to hypest. So be sure to drop a comment with your favorite character, slap that like button for the YouTube algorithm, and before we jump right in, I just wanted to take a quick 20 seconds to say that this video is brought to you by Squarespace, a one-stop platform for building your own website, your own brand, and growing your business. With Squarespace, you can put together a gorgeous website in no time and sell whatever you want, from your own self-published manga to, I don't know, tap dancing lessons. As you may know, I actually started my very own website via Squarespace, so stick around until the end of the video for the rundown on the latest content over on my site and to find out how you yourself can get started on Squarespace with a special offer. And with that said, thanks for listening in, and it is time for today's talk. This is not just a review of Ash's past companions who have returned, but of every notable character who has returned as of episode 100 of Pokemon Journeys in chronological order. As I said, we will be rating the quality of each character's return from hype to hyper to hypest, and we will only be including characters who made physical returns. So Lieutenant Surge, Paul, Silent, and others who only appeared in flashbacks will not make the list. Furthermore, we will be focusing on human characters, not Pokemon. Well, here we go. Lance, a longtime guardian and power player in the Pokemon anime, returned in Pokemon Journeys Episode 12, Flash of the Titans, to take on Leon, and become the runner-up of the World Coronation series preceding Ash's current tournament run. G-Max Gyarados vs G-Max Broken-Zard was a hot affair, and Lance was a class act from start to finish. Honestly, I just can't wait to see him again. MATORI made her comeback in episode 24, where she led the MATORI Matrix in a great Pokemon heist over at the resort area in Sinnoh that was almost successful, and again in episodes 74 and 75 when she was in pursuit of Cresselia and Darkrai. MATORI injects a more real rocket threat into the anime than either Jessie or James do, and Jessie's absolute disdain for her is always entertaining, so it was fun to have her back. KORRINA squared off against Ash at the World Coronation Series Battle Festival in episode 25, and came back again from episodes 84 through 86 to help Ash master Mega Evolution with his Lucario and cheer him and Bea on in their decisive Hyperclass battle. Playing a key role in the narrative, her return is one of the best handled returns in Pokemon Journeys thus far. Gherkin, that man with luscious hair growth that would get your regular princess locked up in a tower. KORRINA's grandpa returned alongside her in episode 25 to offer advice to go and overlook Ash and KORRINA's battle, and again in episode 84 wherein he took the group to Mega Island so that Ash could search for a Lucario Knight. He's not KORRINA, but I don't know, he gets a 2 out of 3. I'm lumping the Alola group together, but Professor Kukui, Burnett, Sophocles, Kiawe, Lana, and Malo all showed up to welcome Ash and Go when they visited Alola in episode 37, That New Old Gang of Mine, with Sophocles taking the stage yet again at the Moss Deep Space Center in episode 96. We also saw Lily and Gladion searching for their father, but only in a flashback. While Sophocles was given room to shine in his own focus episode, episode 37 had too many moving parts, and too many characters crammed in to make any individual cameo as exciting as it could be, and honestly, it was Go who stole the show with his speech to Kiawe. That said, congratulations on the fruits of your labors, Chaddad Kukui and Burnett. Having trained up hard hitters like Kyo and Brawly, it was a pleasant surprise to see Chuck return to mediate Ash and Bea's match and flex his dad bod on everyone in episode 39. Don't run, just shut up and eat the cake. Iris has her fair share of haters, but I saw nothing but love on the internets when Iris re-emerged as the champion of Unova to push Ash's Dragonite to its limits in their episode 65 Hyperclass battle. The writers did a great job showcasing Iris's growth. It was rewarding to see her don her champion clothes, and little Axew was not so little anymore. Gary Oak showed up to snub Go and introduced the boys to Project Mew in episode 68. He taunted Go again in episode 71 and is currently scheduled for another return in episode 102. We saw the respect that Gary and Ash have gained for each other over the years on full display, and watching Gary dunk on Go brought back memories of Gary and Ash's confrontational early days. Dawn returned for a 2-episode summer special, a 2-episode winter special, and again in a 4-episode Amazon Prime special. So we have seen quite a lot of her compared to other past characters. And yet, while I think she was handled fairly well in the summer special, the subsequent returns didn't really do justice to her character, beyond serving as cute promotional tie-in material. VOLKNER took to the pitch against Ash in their episode 77 hyperclass battle. It was wild, it was hot, and he did the 4th Hokage proud. It didn't do anything to advance VOLKNER's character, but having watched his Diamond and Pearl era episodes, I was okay with that. Cynthia has amassed more screen time since her debut in the anime than any other champion, and she was back again to help the boys unravel the mystery of an endless night in episode 83, returned for the winter special, and returned again for the Amazon Prime special. As you'd expect, she flexed her knowledge of Sinnoh lore and bailed the heroes out of trouble more than once. But we don't need to reason our way through this. It is Cynthia, and thus, full points. Hoenn Elite 4 member Drake humbled an overconfident Ash back in the Ruby and Sapphire series, and this time he popped in to assist with Go's trial mission in episode 88. Drake's inspiring talk of dreams and endless adventures gave me a case of the ticklies, the nods to old jokes were on point, and all in all, this was a one-off cameo done totally right. Brock, the man himself, made it back for episodes 2 to 4 of the Amazon Prime special, and in addition to showing that he has been moving forward with his dreams, and that his Hapini had evolved all the way into a Blissey, he surprised everyone by driving a flying car, ripping his shirt off to show his jacked bod simply because he could, and taking on Team Galactic all by himself to buy time. And perfect score. Lastly, Butch and Cassidy turned up as reformed criminals living honest lives in episode 95, and it was really nice to see what happened to them in the span of their 14-year absence from the anime. But I would have liked to have learned more about how they ended up running their cafe and bakery respectively, and yet, at the very least, we did finally get some closure to their stories. Oh, yeah, and Flint also entered the anime southbound on a northbound freeway to collide with Leon and bite the dirt. How does that plot armor taste, Flinty boy? And there we have it. As far as I can think, that is every notable past character who has returned in Pokemon Journeys as of episode 100. But if I've missed anyone, well, I'm sure you will let me know. It was also recently revealed that Bonnie, Clement, and Wallace will be returning to the anime in the near future, which is exciting news. But perhaps even more exciting is the prospect of who is waiting just around the corner. And we will be discussing how Ash's other companions may be making their returns in an upcoming video, so be sure to hit that subscribe button, stay in touch with me on Twitter at charusharu, and how about you? Which character returns have been your favorites thus far, and who is your money on when it comes to the next big return? I'm curious what you think, so let's chat about it. And as promised, here's a quick bit on my latest website content and how to get started on your own super cool website with today's sponsor, Squarespace. Firstly, regarding the charusharu.com update, last week we took a deep dive into the Pokemon XY anime's hidden secrets, and this week we are back again with a ranking of Ash's companions, so please do give it a look-see. Secondly, thank you to today's sponsor, Squarespace, for powering the charusharu website. If you are also looking to get your own super snazzy website up and running, then you will definitely want to check them out. In short, Squarespace is a one-stop platform upon which you can build a slick site, set it up with a domain name like my extremely original charusharu.com, and manage everything from your own merch shop to valuable website analytics without even having to write a single line of code. I just love how it's so easy to get a sweet website up and running the way you want it to look and want it to work, using drag and drop blocks of text, video, and other features like social media integration, and I'm sure that you will too. So check out my website, and if you want to get cracking on your own website and one-up me, then be sure to head over to squarespace.com for a free trial, and when you are ready to launch your site, go to squarespace.com/charusharu to save 10% off of your first purchase of a website or domain. Thanks again to Squarespace for sponsoring this video, and I will see you in the next one.